What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield, picking up exactly where we left off this time. Apologies that we didn't get back to the faction quest last video. This is actually like 10 minutes after I stopped the last recording. Because I've been dying to get back to this faction quest. There's lots of interesting stuff going on. We've got Barrett with us. We're ready to go. So let's get right into it. Let's get a little bit of a refresher just real quick. Victus. God, I couldn't remember that name in the last video. It was so embarrassing. Victus. That war criminal bastard has given me the location of Kaiser, but expects, which is a robot. I can't wait to meet Kaiser. But expects I'll need some additional information to bring him home. He suggested I check in with Hadrian first. Now, I've been annoyed that I haven't been able to tell anyone about Victus still being alive. I'm hopeful the game's going to give me a chance to tell Hadrian at least that her DNA donor is still breathing. It's interesting that this place is like full of UC security and stuff now.
Howdy.
Oh right, they sent observers here to make sure we're not up to any shenanigans. Is there a House of Arun observer here somewhere? That'd make me super happy.
Pardon?
United Colonies researcher. I mean, it seems like we got a pretty good team here already. Oh, right, because Hadrian said, Victus said that some of them would be able to find their own way here. Like, he would be able to reach out to them and get them to come here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff has happened here since I was last here. Look at this.
Ah, there you are. You all done with whatever it was the UC had you on? We're still just scrambling to reopen this place for business.
Right, there's the other scientist that has a name. Let's talk to him first. Percival Walker.
Haven't had to absorb information this fast in decades. Luckily, I've learned all this junk once before.
Right, so they've already been poring over the research data. Ooh, you're a named NPC. Lieutenant Galter Azevedo.
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now what do you need?
Wow, asshole. He's got those Mars eyes, so we know he was stationed here at some point, but apparently he got out of here and ended up back here again. Well, aren't you just a ray of sunshine? What's wrong with Mars?
Oh, nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work?
Want to introduce myself, Captain Eardstop of Vanguard. I've been helping Hadrian.
No, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard, but sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
Nah. Got him to change his tone at least. He's got some problem with the UC Vanguard? Don't much care for Vanguard, but I guess you're okay. Yeah, wait, what's your problem with the Vanguard?
Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people first, rather than doling out credits to pilots from God knows where. But, considering the evidence before me, I guess the program's not a total waste. So, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. You're welcome. I hope your family was alright.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them.
Well, doesn't this guy have a bunch
was
of
it you
hot
needed?
takes? It's like, one's a scientist, the other's an artist. Both useless, of course. Useless human beings. What do you think about this new project taking on the Terramorph?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
I get the sense this isn't the first time you've worked in this place. Is that right?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. So when I heard things might be opening up again, I put in for my transfer immediately.
Oh, so he requested this position because it was thrilling and exciting before, but I mean, sure complaining a lot for someone who got what he wanted. Let me see what you've got for sale.
Everything up to spec.
So he's just a merchant that relocates here. This is interesting. It's like a new hub of operations for this mission that's being established here. So that just hints to me that we are nowhere near the end of this mission. Sort of like with the Freestar Rangers, we had the Rock. That's what it's called, right? I always forget. But that's already like a prominent building in Aquila City, so not so weird there. Let me see. What was the other faction we did? So we did, right, for the Crimson Fleet, of course, we had the Key and the UC Vigilance for SysDef. And then we did the Ryujin Industries. Of course, we have the Ryujin. Yeah, I mean, I guess all the factions sort of have a hub that you do missions out of and has various, access to resources within. He sells a whole bunch of stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'll buy the UC Navy fatigues, hat, and recon fatigues. Gotta add to my collection. Oh, cool. We can buy the UC Ace Pilot space helmet. Some of these are really cool looking. UC War Dog? I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the difference is between these assets here. But I'm gonna buy the Superior UC Urbanwear spacesuit. Because it's a superior spacesuit and it's fairly unique. It's a little pricey, but we're pretty rich, so. Okay. Hadron.
Captain, welcome back.
Thank you, Major. Just because I've done a bunch of shenanigans, let's just do a quick save before we talk to her, in case I don't know what to expect, so. I definitely want to tell her about Victus if I can.
I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
You know, I'd almost forgotten I was a citizen. A lot happened in the interim. I kind of want to choose this because I think it might lead to me being able to tell her about Victus, but I feel compelled to say this, actually. I'm not thrilled associating with a group like the United Colonies.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. UC's certainly got its fair share of skeletons. Present company included, I suppose.
Yeah, about one of those
Can't blame you
skeletons.
one bit. I can't say I'm especially proud of it lately either.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs.
Oh,
At
yeah?
this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
Interesting. I want to know what eats Terramorphs and where I can go encounter that creature because that sounds super fun. Oh, it's a question I can ask. Nice. Yeah, that was weird with the dialogue with Barrett. I like that Barrett agrees with me about the UC. I knew he would. He's a homie. He's a real one. What the heck kind of monster eats Terramorphs?
Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades
Aw.
back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, then you're gonna... Come on, let me tell her. Well, then you're gonna love this. Your research team's on its way. Here.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
Yeah. What is it that's so special about Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
I like how she really doesn't care about anyone else on the research team. She's like, they're great and all, but Kaiser's who we really need. Yeah. He's my next stop, but I was told I'd need your help overcoming his security protocols.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. God, the secret has been eating me up from the inside. I have been desperate to tell anyone who would listen, this secret. I don't like being told. I think I have a little bit of what's the term? Oppositional defiant disorder, where it's just like, well, as soon as the UC told me you can never tell anyone ever about this. You can't tell your wife. You can't tell the Freestar Collective. You can't tell the news. You can't tell anyone.
I lose you there?
I have been trying to find someone that I could spill this secret to. I'm so glad that Barrett's here too, and he's going to hear me say this. Oh, it's such a relief. It feels so good. I love this dialogue option with every fiber of my being. Actually, they were found by your father, Francois Sanon, also known as Ve Victus. He's alive, imprisoned by the UC.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find
No,
me?
it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Got me. I tracked them down thanks to some friends in the... No. Hadrian, I want you to listen to me. Your father is alive.
That's insane. He died. They executed him.
They should have
They
executed him.
faked his death? My
Now
entire
you're catching
unit,
on.
they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What
You
was
got
so
it. I'm as
important
pissed
that they
about it
had
as
to
you
keep
are.
him alive?
I am with you 100%, Hadrian. Oh, it's so nice to hear that you share my opinion about this. The previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid of. What is this? He's actually secretly the president. We've been taking his orders the whole time. What would be the purpose of saying this? What the hell? This is a really weird option. What? He does seem to have a weird level of power. The previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid
I'm
of.
sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't want.
Ve Victus, the war criminal. Alive and kicking.
Yes, Bear
Got
heard
to be
me.
joking.
I'm not
I can't
kidding,
imagine
and
how
I'm
many
not happy
idiots
about
had to
it.
sign off on such a reckless act.
Oh, Baird's
Doesn't
on
make
my
sense,
side.
though, doesn't
I
it?
feel so validated right
The
now.
UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Ve Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
Me neither. But oh man, I am with you. I'm not sorry I brought it up at all. I don't know. He's kind of charming in a creepy serial killer kind of way. I mean, people are willing to ignore a lot if you get results. I'm not sorry I brought it up, so I guess I'm going to say this, but I don't like any of these dialogue options.
Exactly. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one
I don't like
when I was
that.
outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Ve Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for
care.
all I care.
I hope he
We're
does.
the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
All right. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna regret saying this later. I'm no longer sussy of Hadrian. I think Hadrian's legit. I've gone back and forth on it, but like I said, I've mentioned it before. Every time I talk to her, I get the overwhelming impression that she's being straight with me. It's just a lot of sussy stuff happened, and she was the only one I could connect to it all. But now that we know Ve Victus is alive and pulling all sorts of strings from his prison cell, I 100% blame him for everything. I think he's the one who
You
unleashed
can't
the
expect
Terramorphs.
to just drop a bomb like that.
Yeah, no, I know. It's kind of weird for me to stop the conversation at this point. I'm just talking to the people, Hadrian. I'm telling them how much I trust you now. And I do. I trust her now. I trust her now implicitly. I think she's a good egg. She definitely did, that reaction seemed genuine. There's no way she knew that her father was still alive. I think Ve Victus is responsible for the Terramorphs, responsible for what happened to Londinian. I think he knows way more than he's letting on. I think there's a reason he still had close contacts with all the members of Hadrian's team. I think there's a reason he knows about the robot and that we'd need him for the Terramorph research. I think he is the big bad of this faction quest, and I'm looking forward to putting him down. And Barrett heard everything. Now Barrett knows. I was hoping I could tell Andrea and the other members of my crew, but this feels so good. I'm so happy. I wish Sam was still here so Sam could be with me and I could tell him, because he's Freestart Collective, so he'd understand it the way I feel more than anyone, I guess. You're handling this a lot better than I expected, making something good out of the UC's past. I can get behind that. You know, I'd love to just get back to the business at hand. So you're really willing to trust the UC after all they've done?
No.
'Cause I'm not.
But I am willing to try and make them a place we can be proud of. The UC that kept my father alive, that threw me out, those people aren't in charge anymore. And the ones that are, well, they're giving us a chance. It's up to us to do something with it.
Yeah, but they're also giving your father a chance, which I do not like. But, to be fair, making something good out of the UC's past, I can get behind.
Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now.
Need good advice
So,
for any situation.
Let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it.
Yeah, me neither.
But
Thank you.
If he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So
Yeah,
while
it's still a bit
you'll
of a mystery.
absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser?
I love this. She's sussy like I'm sussy. I feel so validated by this conversation. I love it. Yeah, why do you think Victus is helping us?
I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing Terramorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up.
I love that
But he
she's
clearly
suspicious.
understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing.
I am willing. Now, I feel like this dialogue is probably just the, like, let me put this quest on pause because I want to do other things dialogue, like we've seen in many times in this game. But I definitely want to click it and see what happens. Just because it's how I genuinely feel. Let me think about it. Not sure I like the idea of working with
I
Victus.
can't blame you. If you decide you want to track Kaiser down, come back and I'll get you squared away.
Yeah. That's
You
a
thought
shame.
some more about collecting Kaiser?
Let's
It's
talk.
hard to believe Victus
You
is
have
doing
time,
this
of
for the
course.
right reasons. But I think it'd be worth the risk.
I'll track down Kaiser.
I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
Okay. It's a little awkward for her. You're going to need a couple things. And then she just walks out of the room. Like, the quest objective told me to follow her, but it would have been a little less jarring if she had been like, follow me. Instead of just, like, walking away mid-conversation. Awkward.
I
Alright,
know
we've
it's
gone to a-
here somewhere.
Filing cabinet.
Uh-huh.
I saw it pop up that Barrett wants to talk to us. He's ready
Here,
to advance his
Kaiser
side
schematics.
quest.
Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
I'm fine with making the repairs myself. I don't know why I need to be incredulous about it. And I don't know why I need to be vague either. Freestar territory, wandering a battlefield on a world called
A
Nira.
battlefield? On Nira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination number 1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
Ah, cool. So my instinct was dead on. Long ago, many videos ago in this playthrough, I saw one-of-a-kind salvage on that planet's surface. And I said to myself, I probably said to you all, that sounds like a unique location. Not the usual named location, but a unique one. Same thing happened with that Tau Gourmet refinery place, both of which apparently are part of this faction quest. So they are quest locations. Just I hadn't been sent there yet. And just like with the Tau Gourmet place, I went
Lose you
there,
there?
but there wasn't really anything to be found at the time. Sounds like now we'll have a bit of better luck. What else can you tell me about
The
Nira?
Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at.
Why is Kaiser so valuable to stopping the Terramorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
All right, I'm going to repeat that dialogue because there was something very interesting towards the beginning about detectors to detect the Terramorph transmission method.
Kaiser lets us do field work, more than a few of the options we're looking into.
Detectors to uncover
the Terramorph transmission
method.
Crafting a targeted... They require highly specific... And asking a group of...
All right, I'm off to Nira.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you got them.
I'm all ears.
Search for Kaiser on Nira. Now, I'm going to talk to Barrett now. Obviously, this is just early on in our relationship development. So he's, it's probably just going to be a dialogue. So let's get it out of the way so that he's not, I mean, as we know, when companions get it in their head that they want to talk to you about something, they will not shut up about it until you indulge them, so.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
That's his ex-husband. Whoa, wait, what are you talking about? Were these previously unread messages?
No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a difficult time.
I hope that was a comfort.
It was surreal, honestly. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that.
What a rude question to ask. We're not saying that. Interstellar communication isn't always reliable. Interstellar communication isn't always reliable, Barrett.
True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
Let's get the time machine. What? So rude. Damn. Yeah, let's get the time machine. Gotta go fix it. What was the
He
message?
said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset.
He was injured.
No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name.
That must have been difficult to hear, Barrett.
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
It's so interesting. So apparently this never went down. Like Irvin's name was still intact. He died in the war. It's like, I don't know that I buy that he had these voice messages from his ex-husband and didn't listen to them for 20 years. So I skipped the whoa, wait, what dialogue question.
Anything else?
Dialogues choices back. I think that's meant for you to be like, who's Irwin and all that. But we already know about Irwin because of the alien power mission we went on with Barrett. I know for sure, of course, I'm sequence breaking with this because the game probably expects you to, build your relationship with Barrett much sooner in the game. You didn't notice this encrypted message before?
No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Framed
Not
for what?
exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail.
Interesting. I would love to look into this. This sounds very intriguing. I'm interested. Consider my interest piqued. Barrett, who is
His
they?
former employers at some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
Oh God, is it Argos Extractors? Argos Extractors does have an office building in New Atlantis. And there's no part of the quest that has you go back there. We went back there and spoke to someone, and they had some interesting dialogue based on my former work with the Argos extractors and Lynn and Heller and all that. Um, but there's nothing that compels you to go there. So maybe this quest is gonna actually lead us there, to talk to that lady about what's going on with this. Irvin is dead. We can't help him. Barrett knows that.
And?
This recording is 20 years old.
It is, but I was thinking about it, and well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta
Yeah, I
be a
support
paper
you.
trail, right? Now,
Sure, yeah.
I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I need to
Sure.
pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
What is your contact going to do for
He
us?
knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin. If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to
Gagarin, huh?
access them. Might need to grease some palms, too.
This should be
That
enough.
works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
Everything makes sense when you say it. Wink. I don't want to ask. Such a dumb question. Like, no. If Irvin was that upset, then it must still be
I
important.
appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Sounds good, Barrett. Glad I could help. 2,500 credits is nothing. That's I spent about 20 times that amount buying a spacesuit because I thought it looked cool a few moments ago. So okay, back to the UC quest. Let's search for Kaiser on Nira, shall we?
Suit on.
Some battlefields like this erode and recover quickly. Others are sealed in a vacuum forever.
This is a little bit odd. Where are we right now? Oh god, come on, game. Alright, so let us just land at one-of-a-kind salvage. Got you. I was a little thrown off. I for some reason I thought we were gonna end up in Nier's orbit with that loading screen. There's a person here. Demeter Riley Duncan. I feel like those turrets were like shooting at me a second ago, but maybe we're Gucci. I was about to open fire, but
Customer,
Demeter?
supplier, merc, regardless, you want Jill. You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
Oh wow, look at the mech. Uh-oh. My camera's doing that thing it does when Starborn are attacking me, but usually it happens when I'm in orbit. So it's throwing me off a little bit here. That was weird. Let me do that again. A little bit of a graphical anomaly on my screen just now. So what's going on here? It almost looks like they're illegally building mechs here. But that can't be true, right? But I mean, like, it looks like that, doesn't it? I'm not crazy. Like, I mean, you know, I guess we should probably give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're disassembling old mechs for parts. Salvaging them, you know? One-of-a-kind salvage. I swear I've come to one-of-a-kind salvage before, but there's like named NPCs here, and I don't remember any of these set pieces that we're looking at here. So maybe not. I've definitely noticed it as a point of interest before, but I've maybe never come here before. I've now got Kaiser's schematic catalog and the password for his voice controls, Nos Belli Mechanis. Next stop, one-of-a-kind salvage on Nira. Right, we're there. Everyone's telling me I should go talk to the person whose name I've already forgotten, because I'm bad with names. Well, let's go talk to them. Oh, look, he's here working on a mech. You're breaking that down for scrap and not repairing it, right?
Shame we
Gel.
didn't have safer mix.
New model on the
The
floor.
technology could have been.
Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge
It
and
was
rest
horrific.
home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor.
Oh, come on. Game devs. Dialogue. Prioritization. Please. I couldn't hear half of that because Barrett wanted to comment on something. I don't know. And what exactly do you and your scrappers do here,
Turn
Del?
mechs into money mostly. Plus selling equipment, information, and supplies to any short-term scrappers that want to take a shot at striking it rich out in the fields.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eardstopper.
So formal. The pleasure's all mine, my good man. Angelo Alonso, at your service. You can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike 'em over.
What kind of name is one of a kind for a salvager?
It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group known as the 1st Cavalry. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded too, but as you can probably guess, it didn't ultimately work. Left us plenty of scrap to build with though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate this place to the folks that made it possible.
I'm here to make my fortune now. Anything else you know about this 1st Cavalry unit?
So they were pretty widely considered the best damn mech unit in the Freestar Militia. Maybe the galaxy. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. They say he was some
familiar.
kind of tactical genius.
I
Whole
killed
damn
that
war,
guy.
he always seemed to be just one step ahead of the UC. But all that changed here on Nera. The fighting was brutal, apparently. Between the aliens and the UC defenses, most of the first Cav was wiped out. They say Hull snapped, that he couldn't handle the loss of so many good soldiers.
He
When
kind of
the
did,
ceasefire
yeah.
order finally came, he ignored it. Said he was too close to victory and didn't want his
Yeah.
people's lives to be sacrificed for nothing. So they court-martialed Hull and the other survivors of the first, locked them all up, and that was that.
Yeah, now that I know Victus is still alive and being treated like royalty, I feel even more, feel like it's even more tragic that Paxton, Hull, and them were punished so severely. I'm looking for a robot.
If
Goes
you were
by
done-
Kaiser.
Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him.
Interesting. So he's been hunting some creature all this time. Maybe it was the last assignment he was given before all that shit went down and they lost track of him. I must have misspoken. Not Ahab, Kaiser. White Whale, what are you talking about? It's a Moby Dick reference. Don't be dumb, character. What's a siren?
Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Nera were all xeno-weapons. But those critters have long since passed. But they left
So
behind
the
more than
descendant of
enough
a xeno-weapon.
untrained babies to keep the fields plenty interesting.
White Whale, what are you talking? I'll ask it, but
Moby Dick? Old art story about one Captain Ahab chasing some big fish that's bound to get him killed? No? We all thought the name was a good fit since our bot friend was so damn busy chasing that siren of his. Quality slate, too. Think I got a copy for sale if you want to give it a look.
that was a well. I like this voice actor that's doing this character. So I wanted to hear it, but yeah, yes, I did get the reference. I'm not dumb. Thank you, Jel. I just wanted to hear you tell me, if I'm being honest. That could be him. The robot I'm looking for worked with the United Colonies Xeno Warfare team.
That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander
detail.
around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate.
Search for Kaiser in the mech fields. Optional. Gather information about his location from Gel. This game. This is again one of those scenarios where the game's pretending like it. 1,000 credits is a lot of money. It's a big bribe. But there are other places where like it costs like 1,000 credits to like buy a Terra Brew coffee. It's so It's so
The
inconsistent.
lights are on. Anyone home?
Hey, I'm collective born. Trust me when I say it's in our best interest that I find Kaiser.
You and everybody else here. But, fine. I'll give you the neighborly discount.
We're down to 675. It is getting mighty cheap. I can still persuade him. I mean, I kind of want to say this, but see if we can get the price down even further, shall we? I'm sure we can work something out here.
I'm listening.
Oh, what the hell? I know you'd like to help me if you could.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
I understand that this is difficult for you, but I know we can work it out.
You might be right.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I hear you.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm still willing to talk. Okay. You made your point. I'll give you a discount.
All right, we're down to 350 credits. That is nothing, but let's try to talk him into doing it for free now that we've got him so cheap anyway. That robot might be the key to stopping terramorph attacks across the galaxy.
I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tanks. And honestly, would you be able to tell if a terramorph was attacking outside? Sorry.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like we can probably come back and bribe him if we want to, but think it'll be more fun to I'll take my chances out in the fields.
Suit yourself. South Dock's a good place to find your bearings before heading in. And if you change your mind, offer stands.
I figured it might still stand. Alright, cool. Cool. I'm sure we can find him on our own. We no need to pay even that little amount to get the intel. I don't think we're going to waste too much time on this. He even told us a good place to start, so... Oh. Just literally, like, start here. Gotcha. Let's just take a look. Gel's given me two options. Wander around nearest dangerous mech fields in the hopes that I stumble upon Kaiser, or pay him for the information. Search for Kaiser in the mech fields. We're going to go do that. Sounds like fun. Ooh, I'm actually... running low-ish on bullets. So I should keep that in mind.
Making good progress here with these scans.
Oh my god, that's him, isn't it? I'm so good. I'm such a good gamer. Oh, you are Siren. Sirens. They are mean.
Oh, I love this part.
I don't know why this thing looked like a robot from the distance, but it did.
Nice work.
Take back all my, like...
Well, never mind.
Oh, for a minute there I was like, wait, is that the robot? Oh, Spacer. Hello. Advanced urban. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll take it. Take back that thing I said about me being a brilliant gamer or whatever fluff I was saying. Ran into some of the sirens. I guess it's not like a unique monster. Our robot friend is hunting a specific one.
What's that? Open fire.
Ecliptic, huh?
Sure. Let's do this. Your dreams have just come
Holy
true.
shit.
Again.
Alright, hold on. This is a little more intense than I was expecting. So let me back up a little bit. Wait, who's that?
You aren't
Oh, no,
ready
I'm gonna-
for this, but I am.
Unit 99?
All yours.
Let's go. Moving in. Take down that.
Oh, it wasn't Ecliptic. I was a little worried because I was like... The monster killed this one and I wasn't sure if they were like secretly on my team or something. It wasn't showing red when I targeted them, so I stopped shooting at them.
I needed a better job.
Didn't think this through, huh?
So the Ecliptic like unleashed that Unit 99. So this was some Xeno weapon.
Adorable. Bring it.
I can't see.
Ouch. No problem. Oh, bad choice.
I feel like Barrett can probably handle things for a minute. These critters seem passive, so we'll leave them alone. Grazers. Who are you still fighting in here, Barrett? I thought we were done. Alright, I'm gonna let you continue to handle things. I'm gonna loot some stuff. Hello. UC Specialists Slate. The Model A's we have in the armory are first class and will respond to any threat on the station. On the station? I don't have clearance to know what goes on here, but I know well enough that any security breach needs to be eliminated. Given the stakes, I've made my personal project to bolster their weapon systems. I've made it my personal project to bolster their weapon systems. And studying their call stacks, I feel like I can make some improvements in their programming subroutines too. But when I told the lieutenant, she responded with that grim stare of hers. She reminded me that I need to get approval through the proper channels before modding the machines on my own.
This is over.
Well, I thought it was over, Mr. UC, sir. Or Mr. Ecliptic Man, but apparently you're still alive somewhere. What is this?
Time to finish this.
I think Barrett's potentially dead somewhere. You okay, buddy?
Oh, wow. And they're gone. Just gone.
No, he's still here.
Wish granted.
The target.
Oh, that was probably a huge waste of bullets. I thought he was still alive for some reason, but they're gonna need dental records to identify the man. Ecliptic specimen cage key card. So I guess I could have potentially like used stealth to get in here, and they wouldn't have been able to release the creature. I don't know. Who are you? Oh, that's... Wait. What? Oh, Barrett used his alien power. Oh my god. I definitely was having a moment there where I was like, did the game just like totally bug out? What's going on here? Alright, so this area is really fun to explore. There's a lot of neat little things to discover and set pieces. So I'm glad we're choosing to explore this instead of just, you know, boringly I want to see what this is. Natural? Yeah, right. Anyways, what I was trying to say is I'm glad we're exploring this instead of just having that guy lead us straight to where we're needing to go. Is this me circling back to the thing, or is this a whole different thing?
Want to find people? Look for the pile of junk. Never fails.
Angel Readout? That sounds extremely interesting. We'll be going up there. But first, I'm interested in what this is. Parduk Pass. Interesting. There's another thing over there. That Barrett. Mech Husk. Oh, it's something I can loot. I guess I'll take microcell shielding since that seems unique. Holy shit, I just took so much damage from that. I knew standing in that thing was a bad idea, but I didn't realize it would be that bad. Poisoning, huh? Do I have anything for that? Sure, I'll eat the Reuben that Barrett gave me. Oh, I need to ditch that Yuko's coffee thing eventually. Dang, I'm sure I'm going to run the enemies up here, so it's probably a mistake to lose half my health bar by standing in toxic waste. Didn't I find a way that led to that place? I thought it was here. Did I just get totally turned around? This is that Angel's Redoubt, right? I thought I saw a clear path to it. Oh, Barrett's got a weapon with a neat scope like mine. I guess I don't... Oh, well, okay, I do. That was a big nickel deposit. Hello, turret friend. We're cool, right? Okay, that's a good sign. I do love when turrets are chill with me. No, wait, this is that place again. What the hell? I should have gone to the Angel's Redoubt thing as soon as I discovered it. Can I fast travel to it? Because I've got myself turned around, clearly. Mercenary base. One of a kind salvage. Parduk Pass. Here we go. Angel Redoubt. Yeah, let's fast travel there because I clearly got turned around. Wait. Oh, I think I see what happened. Angel's Redoubt is just like this ridge line here. Ooh. Didn't mean to fall through that. Well, how disorientating. Hold on. It's clearly just this ridge line here, and I saw this in the distance, and I was like, holy crap, there's a whole area here to explore. But I was just looking at one-of-a-kind salvage. That's why I was so confused. So I've been there. I went to the structure down there. There's another structure of some variety over there. And another, like, natural thing over there. So I'm going to start there, and then we'll wind our way around to that. Another siren. Another mech husk. See if I can loot that. They seem to have like unique components in them. Trick shot. Oh wow, it's like a uniquely named pistol. Yeah, I'll take that, sure. And the bullets. Okay. Warren's Gulch. Ooh, another mech husk down there. We seem to be in combat with some shit, but... Yeah, microcell power source. I think that's probably a rare manufactured good. Yeah, this is no good. This is no good at all. what is happening right now? It's like a bug.
Not like this.
I want to help Barrett, but like... Oh, no. No, 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 no. What's happening? What's happening? I don't want to lose all this progress. Please. Please, 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 game. I'm sorry. Landmines. No, 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 no. I'm going to fix this as soon as I get a chance, game. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it all. Just give me one more chance. Just one more chance is all I need. Please let me survive this battle. And I'll make things right. I'll make things right, okay? Barrett, are you okay? Alright, what's the name of this place? Warren's Gulch. Okay. We're going back to the ship.
Hello, ship. This place needs more decorations, don't you think?
Barrett. Barrett had a bunch of shit hanging up in the frontier.
Hey there. Glad to see you again.
Having a good day?
Alright, so just coming back to the ship got rid of the poison damage, which is really all I needed. Let's just get a rested bonus while we're at it. Get an autosave in.
Finally. We have so much to do. No time for...
I'm with you,
there.
Barrett.
I hope you're well.
I honestly didn't want to come back to the ship at all. But shit got kind of real there for a minute. Barrett.
What? Muscle time. Ow! Ow! Ooh. I'm fine.
Alright, I meant to check when I was back in the ship to see if there's anything I could do about the poisoning, but it was really the missing health that was causing me trouble. I don't care about the effects of the poisoning itself, so it's fine. I'm completely disorientated again, so let me... game. I know there's a structure thing. Oh, I'm so mad at this game right now. Why is it doing that? Let's move over here and see if it appears on my radar again after I pick this up. There. This thing. The UC Syracuse.
Can't say I'm sad to see machines of violence get deconstructed into nothingness.
Yeah, I'm with you. So this is the UC Syracuse. I don't know if this is like a UC ship or a UC base of some variety, but it did update our quest. We found the way, it seems. That was fun exploring a scrapyard. I'm glad we chose to. I'm glad I decided to just not bribe the guy and just look for him on our own. I hear the beacon. Kaiser can't be far now.
So wild that now, after all these years, this uncrewed, nearly destroyed ship is still dangerous.
Biological contaminant detected. Destroy infestation.
Yeah, Kaiser, I see that. It looks like you're in rough shape. I'll take care of that for you in a minute. Just give me a sec. Oh, never mind. Nothing else here to see. Let me put on a more precise gun. Don't want to do any damage to our friend Kaiser here. Barrett, could you move, bud? You're causing trouble right now. Barrett. Seriously, Barrett. Let's leave the ship and see if we can get Barrett to teleport to us. I think I talked about it in the last video, but this is why I don't like having companions with you in these games. Barrett, this is about as far as I'm comfortable going away from that location. Can we... Good, okay. Barrett's unstuck.
Biological contamination eliminated. Password required.
Ba weep gra weep nee bong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Nos belly.
Voice controls unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to. Power level insufficient. Battery required. Type microcell. Inquire at salvage yard.
I have good news for you, Kaiser. I am a loot goblin, so anything interesting I see, I pick it up. And I've already found several microcells. Maybe not enough.
Inquire at salvage yard.
No, buddy, I've got some. Look, I'll show you. Look, microcell power source. Look, right there. See?
Power levels critical. Insufficient power. Microcell battery.
Fine. The heat leeches have completely drained Kaiser's battery. He'll need a new one. He suggested I ask at the salvage yard if they have one. I don't need to ask them. I already have one, but God forbid I do anything out of order. I can already see where this is going. He's going to offer to sell me one or tell me that maybe I can find some in the scrapyard. But like, come on, game. Is it so out of pocket that someone might have already found them while searching the scrapyard? Is that so weird?
What can I
Joe.
do for you?
Can you tell me about these sirens?
Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Nera were all xeno-weapons. But those critters have long since passed. But they left behind more than enough untrained.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that before. I don't know why it was appearing as a new dialogue. I was told you might have a microcell.
Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock.
What, 1,000 credits again? Purchase a microcell from Gel. Optional, talk to Gel about something, something, something. What's a heat leech? No, just kidding. You said you've got the tools to make microcells here?
Wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do without a top-notch fabrication system. So long as you've got the specs, it should be able to handle making you a microcell. But finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through quite a few mech hulks out there to find what you need. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal. I'll point you towards the juiciest harvest sites. Spots where you should be able to find quality parts. But in return, any excess materials you collect, you sell to me, all right? Save us from risking our necks on another run out there. What do you say?
Will I actually be able to find what I need to build a microcell
I can't give
out
you
there?
a guarantee, but a couple of mech types use microcells to power non-critical systems, running lights, radar, that sort of stuff. All the intact microcells will be long gone, too valuable. But the parts to make one, much better chance those are still lying around. So what do you say? Sell me what you don't need, and I'll tell you where to look.
I'll find the materials myself.
No skin off my teeth. You want to do business? You know where to find me.
Okay. Purchase a microcell from Gel. Optional, talk to Gel about making microcells. So, I guess I have no
Get you something?
choice.
Oh, yeah?
Got
Then
yourself
let
a
me
deal,
just
I
mark
guess.
those collection points. What?
This is annoying because I literally already have one. Like, I found an intact one. I know you thought they'd all be gone, but they weren't.
Beat the snot out of those ecliptic punks, huh? Good for you.
Oh, I did. Did you have a side quest
Careful
about
in
that?
the field, short-termer. Plenty of bodies out there that didn't come with the war.
I should have talked to her after I spoke to Gel, but I
We
forgot.
couldn't have safer mechs. The technology could have been... It was horrific.
Yeah. Alright, gamers. The quest refuses to acknowledge that we could have potentially already found microcells. So I guess we're doing this. Pretending like we don't have one already. And going through some crazy quest steps to... Yeah, I think Demeter would have given us a quest to deal with the ecliptics that had set up shop in the scrapyard. If we talked to her at the appropriate time. What am I seeing here? Oh, I see how this works. Nope, 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 no! God damn it. I hate everything and everyone. This, whatever this is, this runoff is like...
My arm!
Oh, no, 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 no. Help, help. Game.
Oh, good. I was wondering when we'd get to this.
Well, this is not the best angle. Barrett, are you okay? He seems okay. Just like, this is... It's I don't like this mechanic of, like, reducing your max health. I don't like, just... gonna resist the urge to complain about it. It just feels like such a burden to have to go back to my ship just to fix that problem over and over again. So I'm not gonna, but like it means I literally can't fight anything here. It's far more deadly than any of the creatures here. Oh crap. Guess we haven't dealt with all the ecliptic... No! 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 Not fair game. Not fair. I can only deal with one crisis at a time. Yeah, we'll let those sirens play with the ecliptic mercs for a minute. Oh, I feel like I just can't do anything because of the missing chunk of my health bar, and there's nothing. Literally nothing I can do about it.
Hey, this isn't over.
Alright, I think I should put back on the Sense Star Stuff power.
And don't you forget it. Ah, nice try.
Okay. Barrett teleporting around makes it hard for me to tell when he's a friend or a foe.
Target fled the area.
I'd love to find whatever cures poison in here. No such luck, though.
Ecliptic scrounging for mech parts in this heat is not what I wanted to see today.
Hello? I was about to say, like, I know I killed another ecliptic over here. Guess that's all for the ecliptic here. There we go. I mean, I guess we're taking that crap. I don't know. I don't really understand this quest, because I found, like, an intact one in one of the mechs, but the game doesn't want to acknowledge that, and it's starting to annoy me quite a bit. Sounds like I can either buy a microcell from Gel or manufacture my own, which there was the third option of finding one intact on the battlefield, which I've already done. I think I found multiple of them. He gave me a couple sites where I should be able to recover the required components, which I did. I think I did. That optional objective disappeared at least, so I assume I did.
Hardest part of my job. Shoot.
Not here to be your friend. Here to cut up mechs.
It's another named
Don't forget,
NPC, just
whatever
goes by
else
the
you
name
find
Torque.
in those spots, you sell to me, all right?
What is happening right now? Hello? Are you cool?
Shoo.
You shoe.
This is crazy!
Don't get a load of visitors coming through.
Oh, this is
Can't
crazy!
imagine what keeps them away.
The NPCs here seem to be acting like
Hardest
some
part
sort of
my
attack is
job.
happening.
Distractions.
You hear what I wouldn't give for fresh terror brew right now. Freeze-dried stuff Jill brings in ain't the same.
Featuring
Desperate Gel
Batabara.
claims him and his pops bought this place for next to nothing. I think that's ridiculous.
This is
Someone
getting out
should
of
have
control.
paid them.
Not here to be your friend. Here to cut up mechs.
What is actually happening right now? I'm so fucking confused by the way the NPCs are behaving. They all seem to be returning to
Beat the
normal
snot
now.
out of those ecliptic punks, huh? Good for you.
I don't fucking
In
know.
need of materials? Or just here to have a drink and enjoy the views?
What? Hello, game? I don't think I've ever been this frustrated before. What is actually going on? Like, I gathered the materials and then it's just like takes away that optional objective. What was the point? What was the point in me doing that if you're not going to let me actually manufacture the damn thing? Like, what?
Shoo.
Am I supposed to just use an industrial workbench to make it? I guess. I hope.
That barely took any time to make at all. Wild.
Oh, thank God. That quest could have been better designed, is all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. Back we go to restore power to our friend Kaiser, our new friend. Oh, my health is fixed. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Feeling good. Not going to step in any more puddles. I have learned my lesson very, very much the hard way. All right, buddy.
Battery. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing.
Sorry, I accidentally skipped.
Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
Mission? What are you talking
Weapon
about?
disarmament. High risk. So I will ask you to stand aside.
Right, he's hunting a Xeno weapon. Your mission just got superseded, Major Hadrian. Your mission just got superseded. Major Hadrian Sanan wants you back.
Major Sanan will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
Yeah, I'll help. If you're asking me to help with, oh my God, why can't I speak today? If you're asking me to help you with your mission, sure, I can do that.
Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest final Xeno weapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I already killed that. Yeah, it was a tough fight, but, oh, Unit 99? I already killed that thing.
Scans affirm your claim. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sanan is involved?
Hadrian and I want your help preventing a possible plague of terramorph attacks.
A plague of terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Sounds good, man. Friend, I will see you back at the ship. But not actually, because we're gonna fast travel.
Think about how tenacious life must be to cling to planets like this. Even humans would struggle.
Barrett, buddy, I really wanted to hear what Kaiser had to say about being back here. But I didn't get to hear that. You want to know why? Do you want to know why, Barrett? Well, too late. I don't have a convenient save, so whatever. Some fun story-related thing that Kaiser had to say, but I will never know what it was.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles?
Oh, thank God. The amount of willpower I had to exert just now not to scream in excitement was significant. I wanted to say something so badly, but all the NPCs were talking and I wanted to just let them talk. By the way, this is the stupidest plan I've ever heard of. I have so much to say.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that you're sending that robot back to Londinium, but I want to go. I want to go there. Please let me go there. Please tell me I'm accompanying that robot there. I want to go there. Please. Yes, I do remember what you told me about the thing that eats terramorphs that is extinct. You're gonna have me collect some DNA and like revive the species so I can hunt and eat all the terramorphs. Which, fine, but like, is that really the best idea?
Still with us?
You also mentioned something about like a genetic weapon to like wipe them out, which seems far more like targeted and precise of a plan. Like, I don't. Reviving some extinct super predators seems like a step backwards, not a step forwards. Quite literally. I remember, sure.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the colony war, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens.
Oh, so they are still alive.
As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively.
Are these Asylees things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the colony war. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Okay. Could Asylees really clean up whole worlds like you're describing?
All our data suggests so. Asylees, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Asylees were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asylees are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do.
Not sure I like the idea of introducing random aliens to human worlds across the galaxy.
Well, there is another option. It'd be faster, maybe even more effective. But it's got its own risks. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad we have choices. I still am holding a candle for that theory that terramorphs are actually humans that have mutated. So this this other plan might just wipe out humanity, which, I mean, Wow, this is actually really a daunting choice.
Hello?
Give me. It's a big decision, Hadrian. Give me a sec. I'm a little bit worried that it's not like one of these choices will not let me go to Londinian, and if that's the case, we're for sure going to be reloading and trying the other choice. But I think the microbe sounds like a better option. I mean, that Asilius looks super cool. I definitely wouldn't mind them just like being around. Cause how cool. And they already captured one and brought it back here. Then let's discuss how we make these plans a reality. That sounds like you're playing with fire. I vote for the Asilius. What kind of risks are there with this microbe?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
Hmm. I don't know why my character thinks that that sounds like playing with fire. It sounded pretty good, like a pretty good plan to me. If it were up to me, I'd deploy the microbe. Anything less could mean lives lost. True. That sounds like you're playing with fire. I vote for the Sullies. Okay. And then let's discuss how we make these plans, plural,
Still with
a
us?
reality. So I think I can voice my opinion right now, but this sounds like a neutral choice that will let me pursue both options. So I'm going to pick this for now and hope that that's the case. Then let's discuss how we make these plans a reality.
Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asili's gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need.
Say Londinian.
All paths lead to Londinian.
Yes! Londinian has an Aceli's population?
It was the central hub for Asili's processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the Terramorph data suggests Asili's were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman 2, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terramorph source world. The Asili's were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Asili's were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the Terramorph saga began. And the key to its end.
Oh, I'm so intrigued. Are we even allowed on Londinian?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board.
Then let's not waste any more time. Londinian, here we come.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am, will
when
do.
you're not busy, let's chat.
Yeah, Barrett, I saw it pop up. Just give me a sec, will ya? I love the design of this critter. It's gorgeous. Like, I think that's the worst of the two ideas, is to spread them around, but at the same time, like, I almost want to make that choice just because of how beautiful a creature it is. Really well done with the design on this one, game devs. I really like it. It looks like it's got like a beak and antlers and this like plating, this like armor almost. Oh, it's so cool. Alright, let me take a look. The plan is to remove the Terramorphs from human worlds by either bringing back their natural predator or releasing a microbe to deal with them. But first we'll need some raw materials. And the only place to collect those, Londinian. I'm about to speak to Commander Hatum on the only base on the planet. Oh, I'm to speak to Commander Hatum. Right. Tolamon 2. Forward base. Hello? Wait, why do I... What's... Oh. Oh, Tolamon is the system, the other system that you have to click on Alpha Centauri to go to. I've probably not explored this very much as a result. I guess I've explored it at least a little. Deserted Ecliptic Garrison. Abandoned hangar. Just looking at what the points of interest are. Looks like the only point of interest on this planet is that forward base 441, which we just got. Alright, y'all know the drill by now. Barrett is just gonna have a one-track mind until we talk to him. I'm not sure if this is gonna launch into his quest. Let me just pop a save right here. I feel like that conversation with Hadrian went about as good as it could have. It seems we've still got both options open to us as far as the microbes and the Sillies go. Now that I know a little bit more about these Sillies, that they were once a more widespread species, that they originated on that planet, and that they were wiped out through over farming for human consumption. I don't feel as bad about that, that plan. Reviving an extinct species that was wiped out by human excess appeals to me. Like, introducing them as an invasive species in order to wipe out the Terramorphs seems like a bad idea, but now that I sort of understand that they're wiped out, and this could be like, well, mostly wiped out. Obviously, they're not extinct because it's a beautiful beast right there. Right, so I just saved my game. We're going to talk to Barrett. We're going to see if this is just a conversation or if it's launching into his side quest. If it's launching into his side quest, I'll probably back out, and we'll of course, because we know how extensive those side quests can be, we'll give it its own video. But I do want to talk to him just in case this is just No, you know what? Actually, now that I'm looking at the time, and I think on it a little bit more, I think this is a good spot to end this video. We'll talk to Barrett at the beginning of the next video. If it's his side quest, my instincts are kind of screaming that it is going to be his side quest. So if it is, we'll talk to him in the next video, and that'll be the next thing we do, is helping Barrett out, looking into his past and fulfilling sort of like the dying wish of his husband, his late husband. If it's just dialogue, then we'll continue with the UC Vanguard stuff, and that's the plan for the next video. So yeah, cool. We got some good stuff done today. It wasn't as much UC Vanguard stuff as I was hoping to get done, but we accomplished a lot. And I cannot express how excited I am to be going to Londinium. I think Hadrian's probably right about, like, of course it was human interference wiping out this beautiful, noble beast that caused the Terramorph crisis to occur in the first place. I knew humans were responsible. I was guessing some sort of weird experiments. I was guessing that the Terramorphs were actually humans that had mutated. I'm no longer thinking those theories hold water. It's a more simple explanation than all of that, but I'm excited to go to Londinium and figure out exactly what happened. And their transmission method is still a big mystery. So I'm looking forward to getting some insight into how they're moving to different human worlds and how they seem to keep cropping up wherever humans happen to be. And how this species evolved to hunt them if there's some human origin to the Terramorphs. Lots of questions. And hopefully we'll be getting answers soon. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic day.